Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be setting up the two second-gen HomePod as a stereo pair with the Apple TV 4K. So let's not waste any time and get started. So I have my TV set up right here. I also have the soundbar and the subwoofer right there. I know that is the unconventional way of putting the subwoofer right there in that position, but that is how I've got going. But what I plan on doing is setting up the HomePod second gen on the left over there and on the right over here so that it can pair up with my Apple TV 4K 2022 model. So that's gonna have like a stereo sound connection. And let's see how that setup looks like, how that setup sounds like. Let's continue with the setup of the two HomePod second gens. So this is the one I already opened up in my unboxing video. This one's right here, the cable's right here. And this is the other one. I got it on the same day. So let's unbox this as well so that we can do a stereo pair. As with every Apple product, as mentioned in my other videos as well, pair these arrows up. If you haven't seen my unboxing video, I'll link it in the description box below. That is what the insides look like. Here we have the other one. This is also in the same colorway. Take the stickers out. That's the top part. The bottom part also has stickers. Take that out. There you go. Apple logo and everything. Detachable cable. The cable comes in the box right here. Put your finger in, take it out. Be careful when you do this so the cable doesn't fall. Braided cable right here. It's pretty long, I would say. Usual papers, everything's empty. There we have the HomePod second gen. So I've got two. What I'm gonna be doing is one of them is gonna be the right and the other is gonna be the left. And this is gonna do a stereo pair with the Apple TV 4K that I have. So let's get started with that. So as I mentioned, one of them is gonna be on the left side. So this one is gonna be on the left. This one right here is going to be on the right side, which is here. And that is how it's going to look. Because the TV unit is not as big and this is a 55-inch TV, I think if the TV unit was a bit wider, then I could have maybe around the side. But this is going to hide a little bit of the angle on the TV around these corners. But this will have to do till I get a bit longer TV unit, if that makes sense. But let's connect the cable up. What I have to do is I have to send the cable from the bottom to the top and then connect it on the back because I have the power point underneath there. So I'm gonna have to do some work to get it under and above and then like connect it on both the sides and then use my iPhone to do the stereo connection. So just to give you guys a perspective, this is what it looks like from a front angle. That is obviously the left and this is obviously the right. So I'm just gonna pair it up now. This is just to show you guys what it looks like from a straight up angle. So now it's time to connect these cables. I'm just going underneath here and then trying to plug these. I might need to get my iPhone, but let's just try to work it out one by one. Let's not rush anything. Okay, the cable is out. I'm not going to connect it now. So the cable is out. I'm going to connect another cable the same way on the other side. Okay, the cable is out on this one as well. Time to do it. So here's my iPhone. I'm going to leave it right here. Connecting the left HomePods. Connected. Okay, their left and the right is connected now. I can show it to you. It's lighting up right here, as you can see. The same thing is happening on here as well, as you can see. Okay, now we just have to see if it pops up here or not. As you can see here, it's popping up. So it's coming up as set up. It's not coming up as set it up left or right. So scanning, it has scanned. Connection failed. Try again. It is setting up, but it's not setting up as stereo, but let's see if we can fix that. Okay, this HomePod is ready, as it says here. Let's do done. And let's try to take it this other way. It's coming up. Do setup. Okay, I'm gonna scan. It has scanned. You can see here, pick a room. Put this phone down. Do living room. Continue. Use as stereo pair. Cool. Okay. Oh, I should have hit right. This is setting it up this as a left speaker. That would mean that that would be a right speaker. Okay, it says HomePod is ready. Let's do done. Okay, if you want to know which HomePod is which, because I think I messed up during the setup and that right HomePod became the left. So it says right here, tap on a HomePod above to identify it and swap them. So let's see if I press left. Okay, that's left. So we fixed it. Let's press on the right. Yep, it's working. So now it's correct. This is left, this is right. What happened before was I made that right side the left one. So it was like messed up and the left side was the right one, but now it's all fixed. So that's all good. Now let's power on the TV. As you can see right here, it's currently trying to download the latest firmware or whatsoever. So let's see if we can play a no copyright music or something on YouTube. Enable to connect to the HomePod. Let's try again. Open settings. Let's check. Video and audio output. It does say living room, which is Apple TV will always play audio through your HomePod speakers. So I was finally able to solve the issue of why I was not able to use the second gen HomePods as a stereo pair with the default audio output. And the reason was my Apple TV was in 16.2 version. I updated that to 16.3. I also updated the firmware on both the HomePod second gens to the latest one. And now I can connect the HomePods as a stereo pair as a default audio output to the Apple TV, and that's all fixed now. So now that the HomePod second gen is connected as a stereo pair to the Apple TV 4K, you can see the top is lighting up. Same thing here, it's lighting up. Now all I have to do is on YouTube, look for no copyright music to show you guys how or at least make you guys hear how it sounds. The audio might not be good, but still, let's give it a shot. No copyright music. Okay, let's play something. So there you have it. That's the sound that it brings. And I think it's good. Being here in front of these two speakers, I can hear it much better. And to me, it does sound way better than my soundbar and subwoofer. Also, this is not that big of a space. And the one thing that is going to be much more better is listening to spatial audio coming through the two HomePods connected as a stereo pair. But yeah, we'll have to see. So just to give you a quick TLDR, a quick summary of how the experience was for the setup, I have to say it was pretty simple and seamless. But I did run into some of the issues, but that was mostly a user error on my part because I had not installed the latest available software versions on my devices, meaning Apple TV was running on 16.2, but to be able to connect the second gen HomePod as stereo pair, I needed 16.3. So I had the issues on my Apple TV 4K not being able to connect to the second gen HomePod as the default audio output with the stereo setup. And after installing the 16.3 on the Apple TV 4K, it was pretty seamless. It instantly connected to the available two second gen HomePod as the stereo speaker and was available as a default audio output option in the settings as well. And after that, everything was pretty good. I did like the sound quality compared to my LG soundbar, if I am being honest, because I've had that LG soundbar for the longest time, more than 2-3 years, and it served me well. I do like the sound quality of that. That is why I got it and I was happy with it. But with the addition of the two HomePod, and every time I am turning my TV on, the audio is coming from that HomePod, it has been mind-blowingly amazing, at least to me, because it sounds better, much more richer, vibrant. And when watching something on Apple TV with the spatial audio, when you're watching a movie or when you're listening to songs that has spatial audio capability, it is a completely different experience. You do have to be very cautious about the space that you're in as well, because if the space you're in is pretty big, then the setup of two HomePod second gen as a stereo pair might not be enough. That is where you might need to have like an actual surround sound system, a really big soundbar with big subwoofer. If Apple did have the ability to connect the HomePod second gen to a subwoofer, then that would have been even better. But because they don't have it, at least for the smaller spaces, the two second gen HomePod actually fills the entire room, makes the experience very much better. So I am enjoying it, and I will not go back to the soundbar and the subwoofer setup that I had previously. I will continue to enjoy the two
HomePod 2nd Gen because I do like the audio quality, I do like the experience, and it is pretty amazing, I have to say that. But that is just my personal opinion of me actually using it and experiencing it. I guess I'll leave it there for now. Thank you for watching this video. Do stay subscribed if you want to watch more tech related videos in this channel. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.